Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're looking to level up your gameplay and are stuck wondering which crafted rod to go for in Fish, you're in the right place. I'm here to break down each rod, ranking them based on their stats, abilities, and the materials you'll need to grind for. Trust me, with the right rod in your hands, you'll be reeling in those victories faster than ever. Whether you're aiming for raw power or utility, I've got the details you need to make an informed decision. So grab your gear and let's dive right into this crafted rod tier list. I'll walk you through each one, explaining why some rods really stand out and others might be best left in the inventory. Don't worry, I'll make sure to give you all the juicy info on the rod's base stats and the requirements to get your hands on it. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which rod is perfect for your playstyle. Let's get started and fish for some wins. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking crafted rods in Fish. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Thanks.
The crafted rods in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Wisdom Rod. Alright, let's talk about the Wisdom Rod from the crafter rods in Fish. Now don't get me wrong, it looks cool with its unique design, but when it comes to performance, it doesn't really deliver. Honestly, by the time you're level 40 and can equip this thing, you'll probably already have a rod that's blowing this one out of the water. The stats are pretty basic, and it doesn't offer anything special to help you stand out or do more damage. If you're still rocking the Wisdom Rod after hitting level 40, you might want to reconsider your choices. There are so many better options out there, both from other rods in the game and the pre-made ones. It's just one of those looks better on paper situations, doesn't quite live up to the hype. So, if you're looking to push yourself further in Fish, don't waste too much time or materials on this one. The crafted rods in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Riptide Rod and Precision Rod. Alright, let's talk about the crafter rods in Fish, specifically the C tier ones. These rods might seem cool at first, but trust me, they're not really worth your time unless you're super dedicated. First up, we've got the Riptide Rod. Now, I know it sounds awesome, but you're in for a grind. To actually enjoy its ability, you need to put in some serious hours. You're looking at high levels and a whole lot of effort just to get it working. Honestly, if it were updated and balanced a bit better, it might be worth considering. But right now, it's just not cutting it. Then there's the Precision Rod, which is often called a worse version of the Sunken Rod. And yeah, I gotta agree with that assessment. It's got a similar vibe, but is a pain to get. Plus, it really lacks the control and resilience you'd want in a rod, so unless you're pairing it with an enchant to make up for its weaknesses, it's not exactly a go-to choice. If you're just starting out or looking for a more reliable option, these rods are probably not the way to go. They're solidly stuck in C tier for now, and unless the devs decide to make some changes, they won't be moving up anytime soon. The crafted rods in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Celestial Rod, the Lost Rod, and Seasons Rod. Let's dive into the world of crafter rods in Fish. These rods are a solid choice for any player who's looking to mix things up a bit and add some fun to their fishing adventures. While they aren't quite at the top tier, they're certainly not a bad option for those in the early to mid game. In fact, they offer a unique sense of accomplishment when you manage to craft them yourself, which is a win in any game, right? First up, we've got the Celestial Rod. Now, this one has some serious potential. Its ability to trigger boosts after 85 catches is amazing. We're talking about a plus 50% luck boost, plus 30% lure speed, and the best part, every fish you catch gets the Celestial mutation. That's a fantastic reward, but, and this is a big but, 85 catches can take a while to get through. So, while it's definitely worth it in the long run, be prepared to put in some fishing time before the magic happens. Next, let's talk about the Lost Rod. This one is, well, a bit underwhelming. The stats are mediocre, and while its ability to boost luck by 150% after 6 perfect catches sounds great, the rod's base luck of just 25% doesn't really make it stand out. It's a rod that might leave you wondering if it's better off staying lost in the first place. If you're looking for something to really elevate your fishing game, this one might not be your best bet. Lastly, we have the Seasons Rod. This one's a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, it has some unique selling prices thanks to its seasonal mutation buffs, making it decent for money farming. However, by the time you reach the required level of 145, you'll probably have already found a better rod for farming. Still, if you're into collecting rods or just enjoy the seasonal vibes, it's not a bad choice to add to your collection. The crafted rods in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Rod of the Forgotten Fang, Voyager Rod, and Hampus's Rod. Alright, let's talk about some solid alternatives to the top tier rods in Fish. If you're not quite at that level yet, or just need something to tide you over, these crafter rods are great picks for your fishing adventures. We're diving into some A tier rods that offer fun abilities and performance without the steep level requirements of their S tier cousins. First up is the Rod of the Forgotten Fang. Now, this one's a late game favorite. After nailing 3 perfect catches, you summon a megalodon to help you reel in those high rarity fish, and it even boosts their size. It's a blast to use, but I have to say, being a level 7 to a 50 rod, it doesn't quite crack the S tier for me. If you're hitting level 7 on 50, chances are you've got a non-crafted rod that will outperform this one. But if you haven't reached that point yet, this is definitely a fun one to have in your arsenal. Next, we've got the Voyager Rod, and let me tell you, this one is just a blast. It's got 2 awesome abilities. First, there's a 25% chance to fossilize a fish, which then triggers a 30% luck boost. Who doesn't love a good luck boost, right? But wait, there's more. This rod also comes with an orbital cannon that stuns fish during the catch minigame, making it easier to reel them in. It's perfect for players who like a bit of extra help during those tricky moments. Lastly, there's Krampus's Rod, and I'll be honest, this one's got some charm. Every 10 catches, it grants you a random temporary buff that lasts for 3 minutes. It's not amazing in any one stat, but it's certainly versatile and solid for mid-game players. Plus, since it doesn't specialize in anything, it's great for enchanting to suit your specific needs. It's a great all-around rod that's definitely worth considering if you're still finding your footing. So there you have it. These A-tier crafter rods might not be the ultimate top-tier picks, but they're excellent choices that will help you get through those fishing challenges with ease and style. The crafted rods in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Rod of the Eternal King and Resourceful Rod. Alright, let's talk about the real MVPs in the world of crafting rods in Fish. We all know that fishing isn't just about the thrill of the catch, it's about the gear you're rocking. So let's dive into the creme de la creme of rods, the ones that are way more than just tools, they're game changers. First up, we've got the Rod of the Eternal King. Now, this rod isn't just for flexing, alright? It's got 3 stacked abilities that make it an absolute powerhouse. The base stats are balanced, and by the time you reach the late game, you'll realize this rod has been your secret weapon all along. Seriously, if you're all about taking things to the next level, this rod will get you there without a doubt. It's the kind of rod that feels forgiving but hits hard when it matters. And then, we've got the Resourceful Rod. Hold up, you're probably thinking, how could something so cheap make it to the S tier? Well, this rod is proof that price doesn't always equal power. It's got an insane passive that doubles the effectiveness of bait. Talk about a game changer. You'll need to throw on an enchantment for a little more control and resilience, but once you do, you'll be catching high rarity fish like it's nothing. Picture this, those weird algae traits that normally give Plow 200 universal luck. Now, with the Resourceful Rod, you're getting a whopping 400 universal luck. That's some serious bait magic right there. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.